Hey, it's your girl, Copper Color Creations, and I am back with more transformation, family. How is everybody doing out there? Okay, so tonight it's Friday night, and I thought, isn't it date night tonight for many? What's better timing for me to do my divine dating part 3? We doing the soul tie and trauma bonding edition. Okay, so we're going to talk about soul ties and trauma bonding. But before I get started, if you are currently married or dating and your spouse is in their purpose, standing on business, and they're healed, then this video is not for you. Okay? Let's make that very clear. All right? I also want to let my divine beings know that if you are on the journey to breaking generational curses, okay, and you are on the journey of connecting with your soul tribe and getting on the right frequency of receiving your birthright inheritance, just know that you have to come in union with your divine masculine and your divine feminine in order for your ancestors to bless the union with your birthright inheritance, okay? And the ancestors are not blessing unions where you are not equally yoked, meaning the Creator did not bless the union. The Creator and the ancestors did not bring that union together. Like I said, many of us have no idea, about how we are supposed to be dating and doing things. But I'm going to make it a little clear for my divine beings that are on the journey. Let's talk about first, before I get into this video, let's talk about what a soul tie is. Because you can have healthy soul ties and you can have unhealthy soul ties. I'm more focused on the unhealthy soul ties, okay? So a soul tie is a deep emotional and spiritual connection between two people, okay? It could be romantic, friendly, family, or shared experiences. Okay. Some can be uplifting and some can be toxic and destructive. Okay. All right. So a soul tie is basically a deep, meaningful attachment between two people. Okay. So we know what a soul tie is. Okay. Now let's go and read about what trauma bonding is. Okay. I got some visuals too. I want to share. This is a book I would tell you to go grab. Breaking Soul Ties, Ungodly, Unhealthy, and Toxic Soul Ties Causing Demonic Oppression. 100 Powerful Prophetic Prayers for Breaking Free from Demonic Attack and Receiving Divine Favor. Okay? So go grab that book. It's important. I wanted to post that on there. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let me see what visual I want to bring up. Okay. So, a trauma bond is basically unhealthy emotional attachment that basically develops between an abused person and an abuser. It can occur in romantic relationships, but can also between friends, family, and colleagues. The bond is based on the abuse the person is experiencing, whether it's physical or emotional, and is characterized by cycles of negative reinforcement and occasional positive reinforcement. This intermittent reinforcement, also known as love bombing and devaluing, can make it difficult to leave the relationship. Okay? Now that we know what soul ties are and trauma bonding, let's get into this. Okay? I got my notes. So let's talk about it, family. Now, I want to say this. Like I said, when the definition of dating for divine beings is different from the definition of what the world is doing right now. Divine beings are not supposed to be doing what everybody else is doing. Let me just make that clear, okay? And so when you're standing on business and you're in your divine purpose, you want to be equally yoked. There is no question about it. You want to be equally yoked. Okay? So, the dating for a divine being is this. Okay? I believe I said on part 2 that divine beings are not supposed to be dating people just to have sex or oral sex or whatever sex. Divine beings are supposed to be dating and not having sex while they're dating. You're not, see, once you start having sex, you automatically connect. That's a soul tie. Okay? And so when you're dating, it's supposed to be getting to know that person, getting to know if that's going to be your wife or your husband. So, divine beings, dating, while you're dating, you're not supposed to be having sex. Okay? You're not supposed to be living with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Number one. Okay? So if you are dating and in a relationship with someone, you're not equally yoked because the creator and your ancestors did not align you guys together. So if you're dating and you're having sex, you automatically have a soul tie. You need to detach from that individual, okay? And break that soul tie. And soul ties are very, very hard to break because, it has some trauma bonding in that as well. Like they said, every time you try to leave that person, it's difficult because, they love bomb you. And so, I mean, me speaking personally, you know, family, yes, I don't care if you are married 20 years, 5 years, 10 years. If you are not equally yoked, you must detach from your spouse. Okay? If divine is calling you to get your house in order, that's what get your house in order means. I'm speaking to those, once again, dating and married that are not equally yoked, that are stressed out and irritated because their spouse can't and won't respect their divine purpose. Let's talk about it, family. Okay? Y'all can switch the roles, male or female, but I'm going to speak on what I see. All right? Now, we know the dating pool out there is one big cesspool, okay, of unhealed creatures. All right? And I'm seeing that our masculines are taking their power back. Shout out to the masculines and recognizing their value. And I see the ladies are doing that as well. Okay. And that's a good thing. That's why a lot of these speed dating and these singles and these events of mingling events or whatever you guys call. That's why the males are not showing up. Okay, is because we all need to heal first. Okay, you can't go out there and just meet someone and start dating them. I know we all get lonely, right? And we feel like, if you're getting lonely and you feel like you need a counterpart, then you need to go heal that codependency, okay? Because, like I said, divine beings, we do not get lonely. We are alone, okay? Do we want a divine counterpart? Do we need one? No. Do we want a divine counterpart? Yes, we do. We are supposed to be connected in union with our divine counterparts, living in peace, harmony, spreading love and peace on this earth, okay? Not with drama and fighting and arguing and cheating and gaslighting and stonewalling and walling and all this low vibrational energy that I see in the dating scene. I see a lot of craziness, and that's okay because you live and you learn. It's a lot of life lessons that need to be learned, okay? And so how to spot a fake divine being, okay? If he or she is talking divine, family, but you go on their social media, okay? Now, this is for my ladies, okay? So I see a lot of ladies, a lot of my feminines, talking divine, doing their yoga, meditating, and then when you go on their social media, it's all half naked pictures with back shots and nothing but basically partying. Okay, then that means their actions are not aligning with their words. Vice versa for the males. For my females out there, if you see a divine masculine and he's showing up in his power and he's speaking like he is a divine masculine, but you go on his social media and you see how he moves and you see that it's low vibrational, that, my friend, is an imposter, a fake divine being, okay? For my divine beings, okay, you will know your divine counterpart. You know why? Your divine counterpart will be standing on business when it comes to their purpose. You will know them by the fruit they bear, okay? You will know them by the fruit they bear, all right? Period. All right, I don't care what they say. They could say they love your dirty draws, okay? But what do they love about you? Do they love what you could do for them? Do they love your position? Do they love your resources? Do they love your title? See, you got to be very careful out there because many of us divine beings are in relationships with people that just love what they could do for you. Okay? So use your discernment and follow your intuition. Okay? Your intuition will never lead you astray when it comes to dating, love, relationships, business, life, period. Okay? Now, as far as forgiving your counterpart and giving them, for instance, once again, in my situation, through my awakening, I didn't give up on my counterpart. I forgave him for all the hurt, pain, and betrayal out of the 17 years. Like I said, I walk in forgiveness. And, when Divine told me to get my house in order, I was like, hey, what we doing? And so, you know, he was like, what are you trying to be, a nun? And one day we were driving in the car and he snapped on me. He said, I am so tired of you talking about the Creator. Can you please talk about something else. Okay? Now, family, at that moment, I knew I had to exit the building. Okay? Did I have a lot of reflections on, wow, I built this foundation. I have these businesses. I have my kids with, like, what am I going to? Hey, Divine said, move. Okay? And so I made that move. And, as soon as I detached from my ex, I turned into, now I'm the villain, okay? I had to pull my energy back and protect my energy, okay? And so it is what it is. When we are in these relationships, like I said, I forgave him, I gave him grace, but that does not mean we have to take them back. Okay, our karmic lessons is these relationships that are toxic. We are supposed to learn from them, okay, embrace the lesson and move on. Okay. I remember telling a couple people, and they know who they are, that I enjoy pain. And they called me weird for saying that I enjoy pain. But family, you know why I said I enjoy pain? Because without pain, we would never evolve to our highest versions of ourselves. Can you just imagine if there was no betrayal, lies, and pain, and heartache and heartbreak? Can you imagine if that didn't exist? We would just be stuck and stagnant. But pain gives you the motivation to want change. Pain gives you that motivation to want to evolve. Okay? So, yes, pain is good. And when you detach from these karmic relationships, it will be painful. It's going to hurt for a minute, but you will get over it. Divine beings, we heal so fast. In my relationship, like I said, I was already healed before I made the decision, mentally and physically. I had already healed. When your heart is pure and you operate off pure intentions, you do not leave any relationship with fear, shame, guilt, resentment, jealousy, or hate. I love all my enemies. I love all my exes. I have no hate or resent for not one of them. Okay? If it wasn't for them, I would not be where I am right now. Shout out to my haters. Okay? Family, remember, if you do not have any haters, you are doing something wrong. Okay? All right now. So let's go ahead and keep going. I want to talk about, because I talk to a lot of married people in my profession. I have the honor of doing that. And I want to talk about a particular person. I'm not going to say his name. He's my vocal teacher. And this when I get my downloads, one thing I want to know is who else is getting this information? I always pray and meditate and tell my ancestors, send me the individuals that are on my frequency. So lately, I've been getting quite a few people that we are listening to the same radio station, if you know what I mean. Okay? The conversation is just flowing. All right? So, I was talking to him, and by the way, he is an Mexican male, and the divine called him. He explained everything to me about the creator of heaven and earth. He said the great mother, Big Mama. Okay, when y'all hear me say Big Mama, I'm talking about the creator of heaven and earth, the queen of heaven and earth. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So he said Big Mama called him. Okay, he knows he has a mission and a purpose on earth. He's very clear about his mission and purpose on earth. But he is married, and I think he's been married for like, don't get me lying, guys, 25, 30 years maybe. And he has kids and a beautiful family, but his wife did not ascend with him. She did not evolve, okay? So basically, all they're doing is, from what he explained to me, the relationship is just sex, okay? There's no love, there's no compassion, there's no nothing. There's no equal give and take, okay? Family, when I say equal give and take, I mean, if you are in a relationship, okay, and you are giving more than you're taking, then there's a problem. All right? If you are giving your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your resources, your energy, and your other half is not giving anything, for instance, like in my relationship, I was given 100%, he was given 25%. Okay? That's not going to work. Okay? In a divine relationship. All right? So equal give and take is very important. All right? Nobody's being anyone's sugar daddy, and nobody's being anybody's sugar mama. All right? Two divine beings are independent, working on their empire so they could come together on their divine purpose and build a legacy together. That's what a divine being operating out of their true divine power. Okay? Remember that. All right? And so I'm speaking to, let's call him Jay, because his name starts with a J. So I'm speaking to him and he's asking me for advice. Now I tell him immediately, y'all already know what I told him. Well, your wife is not, she didn't ascend, she doesn't respect your purpose, then you must detach from her. Okay? Now, family, when you are married and you are dating and you step back and you pull your energy and you stop having sex, one or two things are going to happen here. Okay? Now, this is where grace and forgiveness comes into the aspect. One or two things are going to happen. When you pull your energy back, you pull your resources, your sexual energy, your love and your compassion, you pull it back, okay? If that individual falls lower, okay? If that individual decides that, okay, they don't want to change or evolve or even try to change with you, and I'm not saying just speaking it out their mouth, I mean acting, changing their life, changing everything they do, everything, okay? Evolving, going through a dark night of a soul, an ego death, healing their inner child. They have to do the same work that you had to do to ascend. It's not fair for you to go through all this trauma, pain, through your childhood, through your teen and your adulthood to heal yourself, okay? To be the best, highest version of you and still deal with someone vibing low and that's very toxic. It does not work that way, okay? It does not work that way, all right? And so it's very important, like I said, for instance, a divine being, if you want to date two individuals at the same time, like I said, if you're dating to get to know them and you're not connecting that soul tie, then that's fine. You're dating two feminines. You need to figure out which one you want. And that goes for feminists too. If you have two masculines and and you're trying to see if they're divine and check their frequency and check their temperature and see what they're on, It's okay to date those two, but don't build and connect a soul tie to them. Okay, because once you connect that soul tie, the feminine in her mind, family, she thinks she's got you because you know when you're vibing low and you're lusting, sex is very, very tempting. Okay, that's one of our major temptations that we have. All right, that's a major temptation, is the sexual immortality. That's one of to me, that's a major generational curse breaker. If you could heal your family's bloodline from sexual immortality and heal your sacral chakra all in one, you a bad mama jamma. Shout out to you. Okay, and so it's very important, family, to just use your discernment. Um, you know, this is in this season, it's going to be hard to detach, but I'm going to speak about this. I'm going to make a video called Aligning Your Chakras. One of your chakras is learning how to detach from anything of this world. So if you are having a problem from detaching from a toxic spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, then you have to start loving yourself first. You have to do some self-love. You got to do some self-reflections, go into hermit mode and solitude and heal, connect to your ancestors. Do you guys, oh wait, let me just say this. Are you aware that arranged marriages happen in the spiritual realm? Like, I mean, let me explain this. Our ancestors are working to put divine unions together. I know many don't believe that, but it's facts. Okay? If you are a divine being in this season right now, okay, and you are with someone and you are not equally yoked, your ancestors will cause havoc and chaos on that union. You know why? Because when you are not equally yoked, Big Mama is not blessing that union. That union gonna struggle. That union gonna have deceit, lies, betrayal. Oof, you know what? I learned my life lesson. All right. My next relationship will be with a divine being. Okay, family? I have already, uh, I'm already manifesting my divine soulmate. So let's talk about, how do you call in your soulmate when you alone in solitude and you want to call in your soulmate? Number one, family, heal. Okay? As soon as you get out of a relationship, or as soon as you leave a job, as soon as you break any soul ties, you must heal first. Don't jump back into another relationship. Heal first. You could have friends, and if there's a particular person you have an interest with, you can be their friend, but don't jump into another soul tie immediately. Because every person, let's talk. I'm gonna talk about that. So, how do you call in your soulmate? Number one, heal. Number two, self-love and care. Number three, have faith. Number four, journal what you want, exactly what you want. Prayer and meditation. Okay. And also the proper action steps, because divine beings don't fear rejection. We go for what we want and we get it expeditiously. That's, why we are all called master manifestors, because we should be able to manifest our true divine counterpart. Okay. So, like I said, I manifested. I told Big Mama, I said I want them tall, dark, divine, and fine. Heavy on the divine. All right. And so that's what I'm manifesting. So we shall see. Okay, family. But before I end this video, I want to go over when you are having sex with multiple people. Okay. And then I'm going to end this video. So I know someone. Yes, I do. I know someone right now who is having sexual intercourse with anything and anybody, maybe once or twice a week. Okay? Yes, I know them. And so, can you imagine the soul ties? Everybody you have sex with, you build a soul tie, and they are with you forever. Their DNA is with you forever. Okay? So, can you imagine someone having sex with, let's say, a prostitute, okay? And that prostitute has like so many attachments, incubus and succubus and all type of abysses, cabysses and all types of creatures and all types of water, marine spirits. And can you imagine? Now, I want you to think about this. If you meet someone, okay, let's say this is happening right now. This is happening, it's going to happen tonight. It's going to happen next week because I see it happening, all right? You can meet someone, okay, and they seem like they're a really good catch, and you go on a couple dates and, you know, everything is cool, and then you have sex with them. Okay? You connect that soul tie with them. You don't even know them. Okay? You know of them. You went on a couple dates. That's it. Okay? Now, you sleep with them. And maybe it's unprotected. Let's say it's protected. Let's say it's not protected. And you sleep with them and you bring this soul tie between you two. Okay? And let's say this particular person that you slept with, that you met at the club and that you went on a couple dates with, is sleeping with like maybe 5 or 10 other people. Can you imagine? That's like, oh, y'all ever seen a spider web? That's exactly what's happening. You are building up so much sexual karmic debt. And see, we wasn't taught all this. This is, family, I never slept around anyway. I always valued my pearls. Okay, I was always very selective, like I said. I never got in the dating scene. I didn't even believe in dating. I was like, no, I believe in just one person living happily ever after. That was me. I'm an old soul. Many of us are. So, this was like an ego death for me. All right. I was like, wow. So a lot of these people that I'm around basically got entities attached to them. Now, when you sleep with someone that got entity attachments, these entity attachments can take over your full vessel. And then you start doing stuff that you don't even know why you're doing. So please, family, I'm not here to get in all this dating drama. Okay? My focus is divine dating. Those that want to build empires with their divine counterpart, with a pure heart and intentions. That is it. That is all, family. All right. I hope I covered some very important information on this video. I hope that it helps someone out there dodge the hijack and all that drama. And like I said, If you're a divine being and you know you are not equally yoked, Big Mama finna shut it down, whether you like it or not. So I suggest you make that move on your own before you have divine intervention. All right. Okay, family. So I want to end this video and give my voice box a rest. It has been acting up. If you guys can't hear me taking extra breaths, your girl has been struggling. But you know what? It feels so good to be able to speak to my peoples, okay? I came a long way, family. I came from a whisper. So I used to have a big, loud voice. So I'm used to shouting and speaking. And so my daily life causes me to use my voice a lot. So by the time I get on this platform, I am out of wind, air, breath, and everything else. But I made it happen. All right. And so I do want to end this with a beauty and brains affirmation. All right. For my divine feminines out there, shout out to all the divine feminines and divine masculines, balancing your masculine and feminine out, healing your inner child, breaking them generational curses, standing on business when it comes to your ancestors. Shout out to you. All right, now, I am brilliant. I am a brilliant mind possessing both intelligence and beauty. My intellect and charm complement each other, creating a powerful presence. I embrace the beauty of learning and intelligence that comes with it. My mind is sharp, and my beauty radiates from a place of inner wisdom. I am confident in my ability to excel both intellectually and aesthetically. Okay? I am a unique combination of brains and beauty, making me unstoppable. I celebrate my intelligence and appreciate the allure of my physical presence. My beauty is not just skin deep, it reflects the depth of my intellect. All right, family. Until next time, one.